India leads off. Severino's first pitch percentage for the year. 6 hits. Working very hoping that the Mets, and he repped very nicely yesterday. And the fastball got him low this year. He takes a bit from this side of the plate with 7. And with Nimmo, Pater makes in this series. And he takes toast. And the throw is true. I think a different way of talking and loud early for Lindor. And misses upstairs. And Benson never. Brandon Nimmo slices one.
Wow.
This is giving Aguilar a chance. And the fastball fouled off. Here, near the sidewall, he runs. Mark Vientos, and he lines one right to the short. Starling Marte coming on, makes the Canada post office.
If you'd like to leave a message.
And he took a pitch. Aging today. And he swings at the second. And misses up and Espinal. And he swings and misses at a slider in for New York. And takes the first. Goes after. Not hit much early in games. You know. And Pete goes along. Will the roof be open? No. And he takes it. First Winker pops up the bunt. And this. Iglesias. And they didn't bring him back. ER ahead 0-2. And late swing. 0-2 coming. And he got him. One out to the mound, and Aguilar throws.
To try and raise awareness.
Yeah, well, side of that is a wonderful.
Are enjoying watching the game with their.
Awesome. They could be going through the most difficult
time, and thank you more importantly for all you do.
Hey, he fouls to the at bat, and the slider misses.
Win it for the first time.
Slider in year for the Reds last year. In that in this series, and he fouls back foul. And 3-1, and adjusts and throws to first. So runner and score. And India gets beat on to India. And he fouled 2 coming. And the slider off. Bader to get there. Side retired. He doubles in that game. And he took Paro. And Torrens takes Fraley to bail him out. And he makes his homer yesterday. Was the first run. And he holds Bader to a 6-2 for his last 3.
Too much to the left side of the infield.
Lindor flied to right his first time, and India goes for the force, gets it. Nimmo the batter, and he takes one down the line. Got him and stayed in his steer. And now
I'm so old. 18 was the big one.
Off in the 4th, and De La Cruz goes after that. It's 1-0. Ridiculous. And a quick toss. Here's the throw by Torrens is perfect. Tails. Spencer Steer standing with his tags. Both looking for it, and Torrens makes 55%. And I know he does truly extraordinary. Pops it up to himself. Lined out to short his first time and takes when he got the going to Toronto. Big debut.
I mean, not everyone.
Case. Got one. And now, I mean, how many?
U.S. Open.
Don't give him any ideas. Too high coming. And Alonso checks. And another slider that goes behind him and nicks Alonso. Correlation.
Maybe.
First pitch popped it up his first time. And got one off.
And as the pitches.
Sure, he's going to go to third, and they get him. Here's Iglesias. It takes fastball. Fraley coming together, and Fraley makes the catch. And first was Aguilar. 0-2 to Marte. And Marte takes it, one-hands it, and throws only on S and Y. And a good count 3. Get easily. Time up. And he takes. Fraley pulls in at outs. Noel V. Marte in the majors. And Marte coming. Up and in. Struck him out. And he takes it back. And Benson got one off the. And Benson laid on. Struck him out. And Julian stolen base. And for the. Well,
Go.
they are some catcher, Melly, as Harrison Bader.
Well, he traded 9.
Flood the zone.
He did flood it.
Here has 1-2, and Bader fouls out. Bader. And Bader again. Play. Marte has no chance to get. First year of today. And just one for Padres and Giants. Rodney first not going, and the curveball out. You know David, right?
Big
free throw to second is not in up for Benson, and that retired knees his first time up. And once again, those folks are delving into their popcorn.
in the helmet.
29
Yep.
with an India fouling one. Swing and a miss. Got him with the
Second half, 42 points higher to one into center field for a base hit.
not going. He was leaning back toward again, just walked to second base on and he fouls back a slider and there. Side retire on. And he fouls off his strikeouts. This inning. That time
Off up here.
well level in terms of his work
Now that sounds counterintuitive, right?
by pitch. Takes a big he threw a fastball, and Pete takes ball 4. He fouls off the first pitch. In some cases initiated. 0-2 to Winker. It's too high. One. Takes. Winker fouls one down. Santillan, and Winker. Big cut by. Fouls up to second, but throws it away. And Starling takes a. Marte fouls off. And he late. It's too high. Throw to the plate, not in time. And it's. And Ren's foul. Runners go. And the Ren's. And he struck it. And France takes a 7. I mean, it's going to be able to beat this out for an infield. So out at second. Or to return.
Well, maybe he thought.
Single to right as last time, and it's foul. And that one goes home. 1-2 coming, and that goes to the back of Severino. And he fouled back. 2-2 coming. And he 3-2. Struck him out. Down to Elvie Marte, who struck out. The score, Elvie Marte today. And here it's first. And it's 1 to Benson. And the fast. And Benson swings over that. Struck him out. Home run yesterday. And he takes. And Bader fouled. Well out bullpen. And Bader fouls up. And Bader pulls one right to third. He goes sphere and he gets there to make the into the upper deck and right. Cruz going out and Dela Cruz makes Friedel 8th. And a fast man is going into the series. Broken bat pop up and foul ground. Another broken bat. He lines it to the White 6. Tied him. And Stevenson. And struck him out. And he but it's not stolen. Coming. Struck him out.
Run.
Mark Vientos, the hero. This will Vientos. And Pete takes a big from Farmer. And Alonso. Winker carves one foul. And Jesse takes 3. And Winker 105 for the year. That retires the Sun for 3 today. And takes and that comes. And he swings toes, throwing from his knees, but not in. And he Bradley takes. It's going to have to go to first with it. That's 3 with a couple of strikes. And a fast. Espinal fouls it. Or Espinal got it. And Marte takes. And a foul. Too high. And the curve to Marte. And the curveball bound on. And he got him. And he puts it away. Pitcher. And Iglesias bluff. And he takes here. And there's just pops one up in foul ground. That'll come out. And Jose goes to game's first run. And he Marte fouls. Marte's right there. 2 out. Stewart can keep it going. But and DJ takes us. And it's in to Stewart. And DJ goes to. And the curveball foul tip, strike 3. Throw to second is not in center, and he lines one to center, but it'll stay up for Benson. And that retired play at second, but threw out Maley from his knees his first time up. And once again, those folks are delving into their popcorn.
Regular popcorn in the helmet.
On the lineup today, but hitting .329.
Yep.
With an judge treatment. Here's India. Fouling one. And that's not easy. Swing and a miss. Got him with
half, hitting .408 in the second half, 42 points higher. De La Cruz, speaking of hard hits, strokes one into center field for a base hit.
not going. He was leaning back toward the way. And now he can just walk to second base on what we'll hear. And he fouls back a slider and left. Long run for Nimmo, but he'll get there. Side retired. Jordan walked, facing Tony Santillan. And he fouls off his innings. 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. That they scored in the 6th inning. That time.
Just reminding Vientos, no days off up here.
Well, then he has taken it to another level in terms of his work.
In between games. Now that sounds counterintuitive, right?
Has been on base twice, a walk and a hit by pitch. Takes a big risk season. It certainly is a. He threw a fastball. And Pete takes ball 4. Here's Winker, who's 0 for 2. He fouls off the first pitch.
You've helped with that?
Perpetuated.
Okay.
Yes. In some cases, initiated.
We're
0-2 to Winker. It's too high. 1-1 out. 1-2 to Winker. Takes 2-2. Winker fouls one down the line. 2-2 from Santillan. And Winker.
oh.
Big cut by. Fouls that. One down by De La Cruz. Goes to second but throws it away. And Starling takes a. Marte fouls off. And he late. It's too high. Third heading home. Benson's throw to the plate. Not in time. And a 0-1 to Torrens. And Torrens fouled. 2 out, 2 on, 2-2 to Torrens. Runners go. And the Decisive could play 2, 3-2 to Torrens. And he struck innings. And France takes 91 games, and now they have 7. I mean, it's
and be efficient.
Goes behind the mound, and he's going to be able to beat this out for an infield soft double. There's a grounder to Alonso out at second. Or to turn between first and second.
Well, maybe he thought.
Espinal had a bloop single to right his last time, and it's foul base in the 5th inning. And that one goes over. 1-2 coming, and that goes to the back. 2-2 from Severino, and he fouled back. 2-2 coming, and he faced the Phillies. 3-2, struck him out. So 2 out, down to Elvi Marte, who struck out game. Fraley comes in to score. Benson has walked and struck out today. And Barrett's first pickoff today. And 1-1 to Benson. And the fast. And Benson swings over that. Struck him out. Bader is 2 for 2 today after his home run yesterday. And he takes it. And Bader fouled. Well outs. Buck Farmer is up in the bullpen. And Bader fouls up. 1-2 coming. And Bader pulls one right to third. 0 for 3 today. And he drives one left field. Back goes Steer, and he gets there to make the foul pole. And way up into the upper deck and right. Shallow left. Steer coming on. De La Cruz going out. And De La Cruz makes. Friedel. And then Ellie De La Cruz in the 8th. And a fast. They were only a half game up on the Twins going into the series. 1-2 coming. Broken bat pop up in foul ground. 1-2 to Friedel. And another broken bat. He lines it to Vienway. White 6. 3 weeks to go. Tied him. Stevenson is on deck. And 3-2 to Stevenson. Struck him out. And he took a try in the 6th, but it's not stolen.
Should be a triple for De La Cruz.
2-2 coming. Struck him out.
But he struggled in game 1. 3 hits and a run.
Mark Vientos, the hero. Vientos, 1 out and nobody on. And Pete takes a big 0-2 from Farmer. And Alonso against Tony Santillan.
Glove as he releases that slider.
Winker carves one foul. So far for Farmer today. And Jesse takes retired all 4, striking out 3. And Winkers. 83 games. He'll win 105 for the year. And Benson waiting for it. That retires the Sun. Steer, first man to face him. 0 for 3 today. And takes the batting in the bottom of the 9th. And that comes field hit his last time up. And he swings past, backhanded by Vientos, throwing from his knees, but not in. Fairly takes. Ball hit to the right side. Iglesias going to have to go to first with it. That's Espinal is 1 for 3 with a couple of intact. And a fast. He's got a lot of speed. Espinal fouls up. Steer and France both score. Espinal got a. And Marte takes. And a foul to try to save it. Too hot. And the curveball. 1-2 to Marte. And the curveball bounce. 1-2 from Maton. And he got him. Waiting for it to come down. And he puts it away. 3 had an infield hit his last time up. Pitcher and Torrens to follow. And Iglesias bluffed. And he takes average 5 walks per 9 innings this year. And they're decked. And there's Iglesias pops one up in foul ground. That'll come out. 2 to Iglesias leading off. And Jose goes to center with 2 out in the 6th to drive in the game's first run. And he Marte fouls. Marte field. And Hines is right there. 2 out. So JD will bat for Bader if Stewart can keep it going. But and DJ takes us. 1-2 coming to Stewart. And it's in. 2-2 coming to Stewart. 3-2 coming to Stewart. And DJ goes to win today 3-1.